Hey everyone, John from Popeyes Postcards. If you're new to the channel, my name's John. I sell postcards, and I sell them under the name Popeyes Postcards. A little different video today. Postcards, I've always wondered why people buy the cards and pay the money that they pay for these postcards, sometimes hundreds and hundreds of dollars. And every once in a while, I get a message from someone on eBay, or I'll actually, during my research, I may find out some interesting information about the postcard, and I'll reach out to someone. Uh, and there's often a memory involved with the scene on the front of the postcard. And I think that's why people buy these cards. So I just want to go through, I think a half a dozen cards recently over the last couple months that people either bought or I gave to just because of the memories that were involved with the postcard itself. The first one you see on the screen, it's Harrisburg, High Spire, 1978 Merry Christmas House Fire. And what makes this card interesting is I sold this card to a person in Pennsylvania, and I have multiple copies of this card, but this one in particular, or this sale in particular, went to a person in Pennsylvania. I didn't think anything of it. A few days later, after they received the card, I get a letter in the mail, and it's from the buyer of this card. And my first reaction is, "Uh-oh, what went wrong?" And here, come find out, in the letter that this guy wrote me, this was his house where he grew up, and he said that they were either, I can't remember, it's been a while since I got this, it's probably been a year actually since I got that letter. They were at Christmas Mass or a Christmas service. As you can see, the house is decorated for Christmas, and when they got back, it was either when they got back from the service or sometime during the night, the house was on fire. So it was kind of chilling that here, this was in 78, so what is that, 40 years later, the guy is getting a postcard of his house that he grew up in that was burning down on Christmas. So I thought that was interesting, to say the least. And this one just most recently, if you're not familiar, Gettysburg had like an amusement, roadside attraction amusement park called Fantasyland, and it was torn down in, I believe, 1980, and the Park Service took it back over, and I think it's either the parking area for their new visitor center, or it's actually the visitor center, the new visitor center built within the last couple years. Well, I sold this card and got a neat message from the buyer saying that was his wife, or that is his wife. So back in the 70s, and you can tell by the clothing, his wife was the fairy princess at this amusement park. So he didn't write to tell me if he was going to give it to her, or if she already knew and was excited to find herself on a postcard. But it was just neat that he found a picture of his wife, probably in her 20s, when she was a fairy princess at an amusement park. So that's kind of neat. This next one, this is also just recently. Guy made an offer, $4 on his card, which I accepted. And as soon as I accepted the offer, he wrote, and it was like all in caps, all exclamation points, "Oh my God, this is my father's restaurant." I guess the father had sold a restaurant, and he was just all excited to get this restaurant, or get this postcard of his father's restaurant. I guess he grew up helping his father at the restaurant. So just very excited to, again, I guess, get this memory and be able to share it with his father, or just keep it for himself. This one, again, just happened within the last couple days. This was, or is, a real photo of a gas station in Buffalo Center, Iowa. And what's neat about this postcard, or the story behind this one, and I just sold this the other night, last night I think, 2 nights ago. The guy offered me $75, which I took. It's a great offer on this postcard. He said that the Thelma in this postcard, the person sending this postcard, is his mother, and he bought it to give back to her, since she sent it to whoever this person is. I don't know who that person is. He didn't explain in his message, but I just thought that was neat that he bought this postcard to give back to his mother, who his mother, was that 75 years ago, sent to someone else. I don't know if she's still alive though. I guess she could be, maybe in her 80s, I guess. So, but anyway, his mother was the Thelma in that postcard. We already did that one. There are a couple other ones. This one was probably 6 months ago when I was researching this card. And I'm sorry, I don't have a picture of the back of this card right now. But this was, on the back it says something about Northwest Flying Incorporated. It's a float plane company out of somewhere in Canada, and it escapes me right now. I found out that they're still in business, and they have a Facebook page, and I posted a copy of this postcard to their website, or to their Facebook page, saying, hey, I thought you'd be interested in seeing this old 1950s view. And the company owner representative said, I will trade you a sweet hat for that postcard. So we exchanged addresses, and I sent them the postcard. And a few days later, a really sweet hat showed up from Northwest Flying from Ontario, Canada. Really, really nice hat. And they sent a shirt along with it, a t-shirt, and I think some stickers and stuff like that. So yeah, I could have sold that postcard for, $20 probably dollars, or heck, I could have set sky's the limit, but it's going back to someone who really appreciates it, and I got a really cool hat out of it. And then the last one I want to show you, it actually I kind of know a little bit about this postcard. First, it's a really awesome postcard. Actually, it's a postal card. On the back, it's pretty much a postal card, not a postcard itself. So I don't have the zoom function. Yes, I do. So here is this old timer. I think this is from 1907. It's this Jacob Krieger of Kingwood, and he's running for county treasurer. And he only has one leg. So first I had to find out who Jacob Krieger was, and first I had to find out where Kingwood was, and I found out it's in Pennsylvania, and it's near Somerset, Pennsylvania. So I found a picture, this exact picture. It wasn't on a postal card, but it was just this picture. And here he's a Civil War veteran who lost his leg in a battle, and he was running for treasurer. So I typed in his name to find out a little bit more about him, and it came up with this website with the family name of Younkin, Younkin, I believe is the correct spelling. I just happened to used to work with a guy with that same last name who I knew grew up in Somerset area, Pennsylvania. He's real big into history. So I contacted him and I said, hey, Stu, do you know this guy? Is he, not personally, but do you know anything about this? I said, I found this website that has the Younkin family history, and he's on there. And he said, oh yeah, that's so-and-so back in third cousin, fourth removed, something like that. But anyway, he married into the Younkin family, and that's how he's associated with it. So he wanted the card, obviously, because they have a big family reunion back in Pennsylvania every year. I guess they bring everybody from all over the United States who is related somehow to a Youngkin family. And he says we have a um, auction every year, and they use the money gain that they raise at this auction for, I guess, scholarships for college. So I sent him this postcard, and he says my family is going to get a kick out of this. And I hope that it raises lots of money for his family's college scholarship. So I just thought that was neat that I knew a guy who is related to this guy on the postcard, and I was able to help his family out, and again return a memory, return a postcard back to really where it belongs. So a little different video. I don't know if you enjoy that or not, but I always like the stories behind the postcards, and I think that's what makes selling postcards more interesting than selling a pair of jeans or some hard goods on eBay. So I thank you for listening to me drone on for a while. Hopefully you found something interesting in this. As always, I thank you for watching.